their economy. So yeah, give it a bit of a change up perhaps. So usually you throw that boost in when you're struggling to find picks on CT, but Big throw it in straight away.
Bad position though for Big. He can get a 3-0 start. The fourth cannon comes part and parcel. Sin's holding the cross. Spots tags pretty damn low. The nade, hang on. Dunker comes through and Insani gets blown 51 floors off the map. Time is ticking, boys. Bomb will go down. Exit gonna find one as well towards Process. So 3 versus 2 ensues. Numbers still favor Big. Honestly, so is the situation. All they have to do is play for the trades.
Yeah, and the utility is really good. They've got an Incendio to clear out close right there just in case. They've got a smoke and 2 kits for this bomb, so I think they should be alright to think. But if they might be able to win some duels, there's a chance, but not this time. Sin and Crimbo sorted out, and Mantu will get that defuse sorted. I'm away from that headshot position for now. Of course, the smoke will be popped in too, but MIBR are going to be behind Big very quickly here. I'm probably expecting. Yep, there goes Crimbo. I think this is one, and I think they know where the final remaining player on this A-bomb site is. Process is stuck, and he'll get destroyed by Exit. Of course, Mantu, I said final remaining player, but he's still toward Gap. And it doesn't seem like they know he's there at the moment. Oh, but that's a bad miss. At least manages to recover, so he's still in with a chance. It would be a 1 versus 4 though. And I think he'll be pinched from both angles as soon as there's any further past this position. And there we go. He's going to be the man in task with going hunting and looking for this information. And I think he knows that he's behind the play right now. Mantu doesn't need to throw his life away. He just needs to wait. He and Sin will wait for Crimbo's contact, and Crimbo shouldn't be really, should actually be getting both kills in this situation, to be honest. He's got 1 on the side, that's a freebie. Now Insani is incredibly stuck. He'll have Process's tally. He and Tabson playing for the back of each other with Mantu in support as well with that rifle. I haven't seen a huge amount of the Mantu AWP yet, and that's probably because they don't need it. That is a beautiful pinch from Big, sort of mid-round there, minute to go, just when MIBR are trying to take the bottom of ramp. They all peek together. The angles work out brilliantly to get all 3 kills.
It's lovely. It really is. Teamwork's looking so damn good right now. Remaining 2 from RBR. Safe to say, in a little bit of trouble. And get some space out towards the site itself. Sin keeping them at bay over towards Generator. Does actually have to do all too much here. Basically just buy time for the rotation to come through. Speaking of, there it is. Mantu going to find one more, and Sani will fall. An Exit, probably going to very swiftly exit from this round. And a 1v5, no, is really janky. They're expecting a ramp play here. Little to know, the shift walk is gone towards B. They're going to realize quickly the site is clear.
Yeah, this is a weird situation from IBR. They're just going to be confused that they've had no one to fight yet. And Sunny will clear it out, 10 seconds. As long as they sort this bomb plant out, they should be fine. There it is. Exit, but hang on. What can Sin do? Okay, he decides not to cancel the bomb plant. I think he realizes if he went up the stairs in that short amount of time, the bomb plant still would have come through. And he would have only, perhaps, risked going down with nothing. So, smart play from Sin. Patient again from Big. Mantu, position toward window. I think he'll be known. Crimbo will certainly be known. Baranazan, oh, what a lovely second kill that is on Mantu. Picking up the AWP instead. As he found it, of course, off his teammate Safe. And Sin, who was in that close position that I mentioned, could have done something quickly.
It's the wrong call. They're going to realize very quickly. In comes that util. And that'll be that. That was actually a team tag, I think, am I right in saying? But it hold for Brinton. He should find him. He goes elevated. The timing could not be worse, but thankfully, get it cleanly. Bomb will go down. He'll upgrade to an AK. But still, it's not going to be the easiest retake. 3v3.
They've got to go for it again, though. Yeah, I mean, this time, of course, for Big, they have kits, they have smoke, they have flashes, they have an incendio from Process, and they should realize that at least one of them is low. I think they might not know exactly who, because that nade was an invisible one towards Safe and Insanity that was thrown early doors. Big have been keeping B open a bit too much in this game, and they're being punished for it. Can they recover? Not if Safe is holding angles and swinging angles. Crouch peeking with the AWP, feeling confident. The time is gone. I think MIBR are fine again here. Big have fallen foul of leaving B open once again. There are 2 bomb sites, my friends.
Yeah, way further ahead than where they started.
I agree. It doesn't feel like MIBR, but for really one real good mid-round decision, I don't feel like they've really been in the game as much as they should. But this is a nice little setup. Oh, hang on a second. It's not a nice setup because Sin wanted to try and get the gun, and obviously that was spotted by Stanley that the AK just disappeared from the floor. But somehow this is still a 2 versus 2. And Brunzan is very, very low. Mantu in position as well. He'll get naded. That's a real big shot from Brunzan. And actually, they'll find Mantu through the time though. Big have 2 players here.
I like this. Crimbo playing double stack, waiting for an opportunity. Here's the steps running up close. Does not need to pull the trigger. That Molotov should have essentially cleared this back position. It didn't spread far enough, and Crimbo steps up for one. Swing is on another. Can he make it 3? The answer's no, but surely done enough. The rotations come through, and it's safe in a 1v3. Make that 1v2 safe, setting up for something. My God, he's close. A pistol around here will be great. Of course, that kick-started this, very decent start for Big. Of course, 4 rounds in a row off the back of that pistol, and that's a bad start. Mantu plucks off drop, and he gets another as well. He's sticking around for seconds. Thirds, maybe. Eyes bigger than his stomach, but it doesn't matter. He's done enough.
Yeah, Sin catching safe as well is a big one. 4 versus 2. And now MIBR needs to position themselves in what they might consider as unlikely positions to try and get a couple of freebies. And Stanley will spot at least one, but of course Big has seen that. And he's getting flanked from mid. It's going to be a little bit of a split. 2-2. 2 mid, 2 ramp. Or 2 stairs, I should say. And Brunzan, he may have a defuse kit picked up off the ground from one of his teammates.
Considerable damage done to Sin. And a little bit more off the back of the A2. Tabson will join them low. Hang on a minute. Process, you cheeky devil. How have you got here, mate? Gets one. Spots one sandbags. Waits for the rotation 2. Process. Entry fragging galore as he makes it another. Oh my God. One man has won this round. MIBR have to save. You can see through the molly though. So he got quite unfortunate. A lot of damage dealt towards drop. Barely just alive.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things to see on CS2, actually, fighting through those Molotovs. But off the back of that, Big are going to burst straight toward B. And Stanley, the B defender, will get sprayed by Tabson, and Exit will get tapped by Tabson. And now in a 4 versus 3, MIBR with drop, of course, low HP from getting that kill early doors. It's pretty impossible. They're just looking for exits. The T half. Yet to lose a T round. MIBR, of course, let to win a CT round. And they're just going to try and do what they know best. Brawl their way into a site. Look where Crimbo is already. Goodness me, it's happened again. Poor old Insani has got no idea what's just hit him. 5 versus 3. MIBR incredibly stuck. Another spray will come through from Tabson. Drop will drop. I think they're about to drop out of Vertigo as well. Safe is in position. Unfortunately, he gets hit with a resmoke just as he goes for the duel. He has to swing at least 4 different angles, and he's not even allowed to do that. Process will spam him straight through heaven. And Exit is more screwed than a screwed thing.
Yeah, there's no chance it. He knows kind of part of you thinks, do I just say my KD a little bit? Not exactly like it's any good, unfortunately. He is 0.38. Been a rough game for him.
Well, an important thing to have in every single one. Tabson, already playing very defensive, and now that smoke can go onto the bomb. This is going to be tough for them to fight, but all the kills are coming through. There's no fight back at all. I don't think they're on the bomb. They are not. And yes, there's even knives in the smoke to make doubly sure. All the kills come through comfortably for Big, only losing 1, and incredibly, so maybe not as young as Donku, 16 of course, but it's it's definitely a plan for the future, and of course we know that by all the conversations we've had about Sin and Tabson kind of sharing IGL duties and maybe moving over to Sin one day. But yeah, it looks like we're going to go into a B again, and Brunzan, he'll get caught on the angle immediately. 4v3 again, and look at Crimbo's position.
Crimbo surely going to line up a couple of scalps here. Just has to make sure that Mantu can get some safety in the palm. That smoke's fading. Mantu falls. Tabson trays, but Exit will get one back. Still, Crimbo remains unchecked. 2v2. Exit's a known quantity. Surely got to peek at some point. It's going to get chased on the way out. Crimbo going to make sure he cleans that one up. But now he's left in a 1 versus 1. No one better you'd rather have in a clutch, to be perfectly honest, than Crimbo at the moment. Bomb going to go down, planted with the safety of a Molotov and AUG of safe around that corner. Smoke to come through as well. That gives Crimbo all the space to work with now in a post plant.
He's picked one up as well. That's even worse. So if he wants to even use some more utility in this 1 versus 1, He can go for it, and obviously Safe has absolutely no idea that Crimbo has completely exited the site itself. This is so rough for him. No kit, of course, can't really play the time. 12 seconds, 11 seconds, 10 seconds. He has to now get out of there, and he knows it. Crimbo has played this to perfection. He even checks him at the end, and that will probably cause him to go down to the bomb. He'll at least take Crimbo with him. Does
Yeah, Naughty Dog, that's a lovely shot once more, but unfortunately can't drop. As the namesake says, Process falls. Now he's got himself a potential bit of a one-way to get another Mantu. Had the right idea, just a little bit slow on the uptake.
Yeah, dropped, putting in some numbers. That's exactly what we need to see from him. 2 big kills to respond in this round. A breakage of the smoke by Tabson. Renzan looking to hold the line, and Tabson may have taken drop, but actually they get a 2 for 1 from it. So probably not something they should have gotten there from the position of Renzan, but the A1S couldn't complete the kills, and now Exit and Insani in a difficult situation. Sin and Crimbo can once again work together and possibly ward off in this 2 versus 2. Big duel won by Insani though, and of course, even though Sin knows where both those players are coming from, there's just too much to deal with for him. So MIBR will get around on the board on CT. Of course, CT Anubis is tough, so it's good to see them start off at least getting a gun round with 2 alive and an AWP to save over 2. But yeah, again, a nice try from Big to almost successfully take that one.
Yeah.
It was close.
Bit of a drop masterclass there as well. Actually, really well done from him individually. I like the way in which he plays it. Just pretty proactive.
Got a couple of SMGs, and I don't think there's going to be much slowing down here. Exit's under a lot of pressure, and that pressure is relieved immediately because he's already down and out of this round. MIBR will have to take up the mantle of that pressure and probably even just give up on it because already site taken, bomb down, Mac 10 proving to be such a nuisance. Crimbo still lurking around. It's a good find from Insani, but I don't think that really gives him much impetus to go for this retake. We'll see though.
I think
Sure. Sorry, I had to get that one in. I've been sitting on it for 2 rounds.
Oh, Crimbo
Nice
catches
shot.
Insani. Actually, a decent lurk from Insani. But unfortunately, I don't think he was expecting Crimbo to be throwing all that spawn utility. Does catch him. Drop going to be tested here. Missed opportunity for 1, but lined up one through the smoke. Quickly traded by Tabson, however.
Yeah, it's a good one to take. At least he gets his 1 for 1, but again, that obviously, that smoke being up in such a weird position, it forces Bionezen away, but hang on, okay. Process is not holding that line in toward Cave, and in the end, he has to swing wide to deal with Safe. Bomb plant denied by Safe. But thankfully for Big, it's not like the clock was a problem. You can pick it up and get it planted again, all good. Of course, MIBR may have defuse kits, but Bionezen needs a kill right now, but that smoke's going to make it really difficult. Tabson dinked by Exit, and actually Tabson trying to fall away, not just hiding in the cubby. Will get removed in the end, so this is now a clean 2v2. Bionezen is up quite far. He's got another resmoke for that bomb. They can just hop one player on it and try and cover their bases with these defuse kits. It's going to be a tap to start off, though, and that means that Crimbo, he'll deal with Exit first. Bionezen, nice pick. And now he'll hold it, probably. Nade, though. In comes the nade break. And it didn't even... Safe and Exit, trying to play off of each other. Outside A, and it works out for a 2 for 2. Make that a 3 for 1, I should say. That is a lovely setup. And it's a setup that you would think should secure MIBR their second CT round, though. But don't, I wouldn't say don't count on that, because yesterday in that 9 versus 4s game, I think it was in overtime, we managed to grind our way.
On the corner, breaks a smoke, nothing spotted. Drop! Why? Process is going to find one, but he's instantly traded by Brinson. They know they've lost like water control, and Brinson doubles back to find Mantu.
That's a lovely, lovely second. So impactful as well. Another one where Mantu can't do much, and it's all Brunzan right now. He's looking superb. Safe missing his shots, but he's got his teammate holding his hand. Shouldn't be too much of an issue here for MIBR to grab a 4th. Information spotted, and Stanley helps out toward Crimbo. And they know that Sin is stuck. 10 seconds. T-spawn is the only option.
It's unfortunate. I
don't know. I feel like this is a round where you really need Mantu to at least save the AWP again for the final round of this half. But at least he's managed to get an instant trade. Of course, they know that mid is completely exposed. MIB are happy to give up mid on this round, which is another interesting ploy. One we don't usually see too much on this map. It's a different type of look. The process, of course, finding that AK means that he'll take drop as well.
Hang on.
Branzan tries to peek to get another trade back in response. and it's falling apart. Mantu takes the second kill with that AWP. I mentioned it needs to be his round, and it is so far.
Gotta be said. This is getting a little janky. MIBR smoke going to come in the face as well, so going to make this retake tough and exits all that's left.
Oh no.
How have MIBR let this round of all the rounds slip? Fair play to Big, but you got to ask questions, MIBR. You're coming against one AWP and barely upgraded pistols. And it will be an AK and a double AWP walking away from this round in their favor. Maybe the AK might... This is feeling really awkward. It takes such a hefty tag as well. Smoke will fade. Tabson waiting. You see him getting pretty vocal as well. Tabson's trying to maybe beckon over Mantu to support. An idea is where he's sneaking forward. Will find one. Might not expect the second. Then he won't. Down he falls. Drop will trade. 2v3. Time ticking. Only 16 seconds.
Yeah, but Dropper can just play the time now. He doesn't need to throw his life away in this situation. He can just try and get some pot shot damage through that smoke. And actually, I say don't throw your life away. It looks like he wants to try and go through that smoke, but oh my goodness. Okay, I'm about to say he decides against it, but that damage through the smoke is significant. Although, Insani will drop. Exit, though, should be an insurance policy, and yes, he'll catch Mantu in the side. And now Crimbo has to pull off a very difficult clutch on 11 HP. He's managed to fall away into an interesting position that I don't think MIBR will expect necessarily. And of course, there are kits available. They can just hold that bomb, and yeah, Crimbo had to play that weirdly, of course, because of the cave position there. And they're going to flash their way in, and weirdly, this is exactly the same strategy that I do with my friends sometimes. Trying to split the B bomb site with that smoke down. Process in position. Needs to do some damage though, and there's a lineup coming his way. Oh, how does he get two? You thought for sure he'd get traded, and Drop can't take him down either. And a big...
Yeah, Brenton. Getting up close. He's heard the cross. He's going to go unchecked. Actually could potentially be able to get one, and he does on towards Crimbo. I was worried with Crimbo 180. Thankfully not the case, and Mantu's up close, but he gives away his ruse. He will get one. He's dancing between the two. AD to try and stay alive here. Coach is going to fall. Mantu still needs to step up for one more, but he can't. Just Drop will see him off. Now they've got space to speak of. Bigger playing full retake towards A.
Yeah, good decision, I think, as well. Tabson proving to... Oh, okay. That was a mistake from Tabson. I think he should understand that smoke is very low to the ground with that step, so probably would relieve the pressure from MIBR, giving him a free kill, but it's still a 3v2 for Big, and the bomb sport is not planted. Then Sin pounce. Health is kind of equal each way of it, and Sani in the end does go for his peek in mid. He was gearing up for that for at least 40 seconds. But he'll be removed by Mantu, and now Drop has to hit an entry. He's worried about so many angles, of course, on this B bomb site, but the damage to Process and Mantu now is significant, so they can get this bomb planted.
They can. Bomb will go down. Like we said for MIBR, that's probably the most important thing. Keep them alive for the time being. Actually, now a little bit uncomfortable, because Mantu and Process are so low. Waiting for the smoke to fade. The lower players look like they're going to be cannon fodder for the retake. Time is ticking. In comes a flash. Drop gets two. Brenton actually helps out. There's Drop second. And all that's left is man. Moments. Numbers favor MIBR. Surely Big on to let this one slip.
Surely not. Paranzan will manage to at least get that two-piece. Even if he goes down for free now, he's done his job, and he know he has. Now he can just try and be a nuisance. And he can still be that nuisance as well. Tabson and Process looking to maybe double peek into cave. Oh, this could give Bianazan one more kill, and it will as well. And it's the rifle first. Tabson's got the AWP out. No. He could miss that one too. And he's gifted Bianazan 4 kills. No, Big. Baby, what is you doing?
One bullet is all that it took. Exit. Entering into towards Hieroglyphs. Decent space to speak of there as well. 5v5 as they come on towards the site, and they're going to realize very early there's not a lot of presence here. Brose's back pillar dropped, and I think honestly now this gets really uncomfortable. Tabson, love the swing, a lot of damage dealt. Dropping Sani safe as well, cleaning it up. All that's left is the AK-47 of Mantu, and he's going to just try and make it expensive if he can, but he probably gets cleared. And he does.
Goodness gracious me. A middle ground map between the two as well. You never know. At least Big will be comfortable there. But MIBR continuing to get big picks. And another one from Bernzan. So impressive. A break of the smoke in mid. And Tabson gets destroyed. Lovely shot from Insani. Big falling foul of Brazilians on Anubis once again here.
Man, Big are just a side who really struggle on Anubis. It's not a good map for them. X, you're going to see off Sin. Tail end of this one closing out in some pretty unceremonious fashion. Oh, look at this and ask a lot of questions over towards this Big side. I know they're a side who like the float 7 map pool, but this is the risk. This is the where it doesn't really pay off. Mantu gets another before his
P250. I think Art Frost is probably the best I've seen with it on that P250 on these T-pistol rounds. But Insani gets a clean start with his as well. Looking to hold off the retake too, but that's a lovely duck headshot from Sin. Now Drop is under pressure. Sin's doing so much work. Finally dealt with by Bernzan. Now 3v3. Tabson is the one with the defuse kit. Can they retake this one? It would be a fantastic start. Big have won so many important pistols in this game. It's been hard for MIBR because of that. It's an opening tap from Tabson, not a hold of the bomb. That kit is now on the floor thanks to Safe. So is Process. And Crimbo is left last alive, or at least get one kill back in response, but he has to rush onto the site, pick up the kit, and hold the bomb immediately, and that ain't gonna happen. He's just looking for some kills, finds one, looking for exit, finds... doesn't find anything. But still, everyone does something they can at least put forth to give them a chance in this one. Playing it safe early doors in this game, of course. And Crimbo, okay, that's not playing it safe. He's charged to that Molotov with the CZ. Tabson's found one with the Galil. Exit will remove him. But it's a 2 versus 3. Crimbo pops his head up. Exit's removed. And MIBR could be about to lose a round, which actually will have some big impact for Big, because they could win one here on a half buy, and that would bolster their economy tenfold.
Yeah, absolutely. 3v1 MIBR. Unfortunately for Insani, this is going to be so difficult, dude, to find anything here. Got to isolate fights. The first being that of Sin, who takes a lot of damage, but the MP9 up close and personal is really uncomfortable to come again. Spamming on the corner of the wall.
Significantly. This really does mean a lot. Sin, in this close cubby, of course, I have played there many a time and just been spammed without being able to do anything. Of course, that is paper thin. There's no spam this time. He's the one doing the spamming. He gets himself 1, but not 2. Insani, good trade, but Process, of course, is still here, and he's got more teammates coming in to support. Actually, it's Tabson who got taken down in the meantime there from BRN. 3v2, Process up close though. They know he's still here. They might not be expecting him to go so aggressive, and he gets another one. Triple for Process. An exit might be heading that way.
One man. 1v3, and of course taking damage too. He's he's a little bit vulnerable. Let's not beat around the bush here. This could be so damn difficult to find.
Forehead cam. Come on, exit.
Yeah, you can still see as well though. They're leaving a pretty deep lurking player over towards the other side. Interesting call here
in these matches.
Yeah, that is it. Ooh. Okie hello. Another kill going to come through from the pistols. Got a good flank on here. I think Process actually should be able to mop up the bomb. Oh my god, that is so janky. This round is so janky. Bomb's still not down yet, but Sin onto the pistol.
Oh no.
MIBR stole away a low buy.
Well, I guess it's 1-3 from this position, you would think, to give Crimbo a chance at perhaps a 1 versus 1. They'll get the first. They are still setting up utility. There's only 30 seconds. He's got a re-smoke as well, Mantu. That forces MIBR to probably run through that. Rotation can come in from Crimbo. It's going to be late, but Mantu's in cave, safely in cave, kept himself alive. At least, but with that position of Mantu, MIBR realize they can get the bomb down safely. Do they realise Mantu's actually positioned himself there? They might just think he's back behind the site. Shadow spotted. He can see what's going on there, Mantu. Prefire will come in. Takes the kill. No trade. 2v2. And now Crimbo can come and help out. Mantu looking for another. And they've absolutely cleaned it up. I mentioned they're going toward the wrong side if Mantu is there. Well, it was...
At the very least.
Fast mid. Bernzan and Insani looking for something, but the Molotov damage that Mantu put forth, and just good, deep game knowledge, of course, to see that shadow and realise that he can peek him as he did. And the answer back in the following round for MIBR is not much at all. Exit and drop together in cave, but it might be both about to go to the grave. Drop will at least find Sin. They'll probably know that Mantu might still be here, because of course he is the B player, and so much work he's done on B. Oh, that's a lovely pick. Insani holding the line, as he said, not expecting an AWP just to be swinging him. And Crimbo's got a secondary, don't forget, of course. He can just switch back and forth as well. So much money on this last one of the half. They've got a rifle in spawn to go back to straight away. Long start line from CT with that AWP. And 50 seconds, bomb not yet planted. Will try and be punched in now by Safe. Will just manage it, but look at the amount of players coming his way. Good dance around to find Process, but Mantu finds another. Crimbo just waiting for a sliver of one more MIBR player to cross the line, exit and drop to try and hold in a 2v4. They've won rougher situations in this BO3, but Big, they haven't got any utility left. Only that one smoke on Crimbo. That could be impactful, but now Tabson's dropped. They're taking quite a long time here, Big. Crimbo's going to finally get on the defuse, but Exit's going to be out of bullets. And even though Drop's got one more, it's a safe defuse as well, of course, from MIBR. And that one kill from Insani perhaps has warded Big away from Donut. Wow.
BR Renaissance made something of it.
3v2. Mantu and Crimbo has a good chance to hold this at bay, because of course there's no defuse kit on MIBR on the CT pistol. They're fighting for their life, but there goes Crimbo, and they know exactly where Mantu is stuck. Exit just needs to distract while someone gets on the bomb, and they'll do exactly that. Well done, Exit. MIBR will find a lifeline. Can put some good numbers in. You could have an even game again. Safe gets away with his kill on 1 HP, and Sunny seems to be communicating with his team. Yeah, very awkward. You can sort of see he's in the midst of making a decision, and Comming, because of that, almost gets caught off guard, but at least he recovers for one more kill. Good trades coming in from
The comeback and how they've kind of turned things back on its head. Not been the easiest run to get to this point. At the very least, this one's not too bad. Bomb plan will come through, though, and that alone isn't actually that bad. He gets spammed down anyway. I think actually pretty well played from Safe, to be fair to him. Doesn't actually need to take a fight, just spam through that paper-thin wall.
Yep.
But I think overall, it still does remain in my eyes where MIBR doing a good job.
Bernzan gets away with not too much damage done in the end. Drop those in a tough spot. You can get pre-fired there if you're blind on the corner. But thankfully, he gets away with it and almost gets 2 on the spray down. That gives Bernzan a freebie, but the shot on Crimbo was certainly... Nade from Tabson. Ships down Exit Insani. Staying aggressive to take that early control in mid. But Insani will win his duel anyway. With 26 HP to spare. Crimbo goes down as well. Exit will help out Insani in mid. Tabson and Process down. It's 1 minute 30, Neo. Big have one player alive. No. What?
Oh, this is getting really rough to watch. Continues to be a pretty dire showing. Man left. Man back of no information spotted. Drop jiggling. Shy of a minute. Might go unchecked. Will go unchecked. Process is going to fall. Looks for more. Lines up 2, but only gets to 1. Sit off 4. Mantu trades. And drop still remains an unknown quantity.
3v2. 40 seconds. Big. You'd think in a situation like this, they can't afford to go 1-for-1. They have to take a kill, take an entry, get an afterplan. Drop's now under quite a lot of pressure. Only 7 and 12 in this game. He's got a bit of a crossfire with Safe. Safe has his back, but it won't have for too much longer because that smoke is got up. Utility available for Big, but not a smoke for that right-hand side. Safe continuing to watch toward long, drop under pressure.
Bit of the pace. Tabson spot on the way through, and a dink will come through towards City. The lucky man to stay alive, but Tabson will find the opener.
Trying to take matters into his own hands now, Tabson. That's a great frag toward exit. Safe. Oh, he hits a leg shot on Mantu. And sure, Big are going to have an after plant, but they're dropping like flies. Mantu's only 16 HP. Tabson goes down. Crimbo's only 13 HP. The health is good for MIBR. Only really drop is low. Smoke and kit available on Safe. Process trying to play a big off angle that could work out really well. BRN is playing so close to this smoke. It's a very hard one to take, and Crimbo is stepping up when necessary. Even one bullet from death. He is keeping Big alive. Mantu finds another one. And it leaves Drop last with that M4. Looking to try and grab the AWP instead. But I think he's going down to the bomb here. Whatever he does, he realizes it can afford to buy. Even if they lose this round. Big are playing contact though, and Safe gets absolutely obliterated by Process. Exit in the corner, surely he's traded. He is. 4v3 after plant. And if you're Insani and Drop, I would be committing to the save here, but they're going to continue to push forth. I mentioned money's only really good on 3 players. Insani at least finds one. Tabson continues to fake the bomb, trying to lure out another MIBR player. You can tell the nerves are building on MIBR, but Drop has found Mantu. Hang on a second. Tabson is very low, fighting in the open. Bomb never went down during all of this. He's starting to push forward, but that's a big kill won by Crimbo. The communication now relayed over that the plant is safe. It's BRN, low HP, looking to try and win this game for his team. HE comes flying in. Timeout that I mentioned, having used all 4, could come back to bite them. BRN's in a tough position. He's just going to get pre-aimed by Sin. An angle you can't really afford to play in CS2 if you get cleared out like that. It just gives you no chance whatsoever. Still 2 players on B for MIBR. Safe, though. Is stuck behind the pillar. It's a very high-pressure situation. This Molotov could allow Sin to swing. Safe would be in the open. Sin takes it for free. Drop MP9. Caught in the side by Tabson. MIBR are crumbling at the business end. Exit destroyed by Mantu. I think we know what's coming. Extra rounds is the answer.
Well, OT is on the cards. Insani, 24 points of HP and a deagle. No chance in hell here, unfortunately for him. Smoke will fade. It's a naughty shot on towards Mantu. Unfortunately, he's got no chance at anything else. And he will be seen off.
Big's little streak falls immediately. Classic CS. MIBR struggle to find the win and win it in the first round of OT. Oh, a little bit of caught on the corner. No, BRN and Drop. That is a huge miscommunication and mispositioning. Mantu gets a 2k spray down, and Insani just goes walking into the angle. What's going on? Tabson and Crimbo 2v2. Bomb down. Crimbo's picked up the AWP. It's Crimbo versus Safe on this AWP. Safe coming forward. Big win. It's now down to Tabson, the hero of German Counter-Strike for so many years. The main man needs to deliver right here, right now. He's got no utility. He needs to isolate these duels one by one. Safe spotted. Safe not sprayed down. Lovely angle there to see exactly what Safe could see. Safe just reacted
either. There's something to go off. The bomb is still in the direction of B. So all of this noise that we see kind of being made. That is a miss smoke, am I right in saying? Yeah, it is. Most definitely a miss smoke. All this noise is a ruse. It's Safe, though, could be in trouble. He's not going to get overwhelmed ever so slightly. There's no one really here to support him unless the swing comes through from exit. Actually, probably just going to fall away.
20 seconds, Neo. They're nowhere. 20 seconds and they're nowhere. They're nowhere near a bomb site. Surely not. You got the bomb on, I believe. Oh, okay. They've got the bomb coming towards the site right now. Yeah, okay. This is possible. Because Safe has been destroyed on the angle. 6 seconds to spare. Goodness me. How are they doing this? Bomb just planted in time. Kills came through on the flank. How have they actually judged that to perfection? That is unreal.
Remaining 2. This retake, not easy. Exit Insani needs something nuts to pull it off, but Insani gets his head ripped off his shoulder info, but it's actually all part of the plan. They're just trying to sell the fate that they're actually not going towards B, but that is where they want to go. 20 seconds, time's ticking, Trav.
Once again, 2 in a row that could be so low. That is a beautifully done spray by Bernzan. Crimbo removed, one of the biggest factors for Big. 11 seconds, there is no way to get this plant down. Bernzan gets himself another one. Looking to try and get through to their semi-final, which would be against Spirit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Oh,
banger.
man, 2. Big miss. And he refaces into safe. Uh-oh.
Now we're in trouble. Absolutely. Numbers don't favour them. Space on towards the site as well, but Tabson drops a smoke to play around it. Safe finding yet another. Oh, there's a rifle on AWP. Like you said, they're doing exactly as you mentioned. Bit of util being dropped by drop to take that cave control. And look how he's baited over attention. The orb's rotated over.
Wow.
So Mantu approaches remain towards B. Only one on the A site drop can do this alone. Flash will come in. Will catch him. They know he's there. Has to try and swing. Will find Mantu. Looks for more.
Nice.
Drop has done it. He's alone though. And little do they know, they're actually going towards A. He's dropped. He saw the rotate, but it's Sin now all alone. A 1v3. This is going to be the toughest of tasks for him. Flash on the corner. Big box being played here by Brennazan.
way.
But he's dropped. Sin now 1v2. It is doable.